What's cracking, cousin? It's your favorite cousin Ken here at the Lighthouse ATL. This is the Divine Feminine headquarters, and yes, this is your favorite cousin Ken from the YouTube channel Can Be the Light. I know many of you are like, Ken, where you been? What's been going on? Well, I took 3 years off from work to work on myself. So no relationship, no job, no business, no nothing. Just strictly working on myself. And I have been guided to come back and help a powerful community of women that are deciding to do the same thing. No longer working hard, releasing all toxicity from your life, and connecting to your true divine feminine identity. I will be here every week, every Monday, with spiritual guidance for you ladies. I'm so excited to work with you, and congratulations to the new you. Hey cousin, what's cracking? It's your favorite cousin Ken here at the Lighthouse ATL. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about toxic parents. We love our parents. Listen, I'm speaking from the aspect of the adult child because I am an adult child and many of you are adult children. And I know that a lot of us have been placed in a position to where we are taking care of our parents. We love our parents. We want the best for our parents. We feel obligated to take care of our parents. But this is a spirit message for everybody that's listening. And I want to let you know that it's okay for you to take care of your parents and love your parents. But there are some parents that are toxic. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. There are parents out there that are toxic. There are parents that are abusive. There are parents that are manipulative. And a lot of us feel like, and I'm just going to say us because we're a collective, even though I don't do this, but a lot of us feel like we are obligated to take care of our parents because they took care of us. And what I want to let you know, now this is spirit, what I want to let you know is that you did not choose to be here. All right. You did not choose to be here and have these parents, even though some people say, you choose your life, you choose your parents before you come here. Look, that part we don't know. But what we do know for sure is that your mother and your father laid down and had you, and that was their choice. Now that we do know. So if they decided to have you, then as an adult, I don't know why we feel like, well, my parents had me, so I owe it to them to take care of them. It's a partial truth, okay? It's a half truth because yes, we do want to take care of our parents when they get to a certain age, they can't take care of themselves. We absolutely should be taking care of our parents when they're up in age and they can't take care of themselves. But I'm talking about parents that are not in their 70s, they're not in their 80s, they're not disabled or anything like that. I'm talking about toxic parents that have chosen to live a life of toxicity. Let's just keep it real. Some of them have addictions. Some of them have completely given up on life. Some of them have given up on everything. Some of them have really turned their back on spirit too. And I'm just going to be for real. When God has spoken to them, they have decided, I'm going to do what I want to do. And for that, a lot of them are dealing with the consequences of their actions. So that's what I want to let you know. As an adult child, we have to observe things for what it really is. And when you go down your spiritual path of self-discovery, self-mastery, self-awareness, you will start to become not only aware of yourself, but the people that are around you. And that includes your parents. So take me, for example. I always use myself for example because I can't speak from no other place but from experience. So I come from parents that have had a really, really tough life. I mean, their whole entire life. It has been challenging. And I'm talking about beyond the regular challenge. So my parents grew up without mothers. Both of my mother and my father both grew up without having their mother. Okay. So they did not have the proper guidance and they did not have nurturing parents. So they just learned from life. They just went through life and learned as they went. So it would be unrealistic for me to believe that they were going to be these great parents because, of course, they didn't know how to be great parents. So that's why I say we don't judge our parents, but we become aware of who they really are. Now, based off of my parents' lifestyle, and y'all know y'all my cousins, so I put y'all in my business. But based off of their lifestyle, they have decided to live however they want to live, okay, for whatever reason. All right. Now, when I got on my path of self-discovery, self-mastery, self-healing, then I was guided to disconnect from my parents. Whereas I used to be very close, especially to my mother, I was guided to put space between myself and my mother, not because of, any hate or any malicious energy or nothing like that, just because my mother is living a certain type of lifestyle and I'm living a different type of way. It's no judgment. It's just what it is. When you're on a path of healing and evolving, you have to decide whether you are going to go up or you're going to stay where you are. If you have parents or anybody in your family or in your life that is making a decision to stay where they are and be how they are and think how they think and not grow, then you are going to have to make a decision if you want to evolve, whether you're going to continue to contribute to their lifestyle, be a part of their life, because the thing is, you will not be able to bring them up with you. It doesn't work like that on the spiritual path. In the physical realm, let's say if you get rich, then you can bring your parents up with you, right? Whether they work for it or not. You're rich. You want to bring your mama up with you? She's rich. In the spirit, it doesn't work like that. Every man and woman has to do the work. Everybody. So you can guide them, you can show them, you can help them. But if they decide that they want to continue to be the way that they are, 9 times out of 10, their life is a reflection of their decisions. And that's not wrong. It's no wrong. But if the creator, their creator, the spirit of all, is allowing them to live that lifestyle, then that's the lifestyle that they're supposed to live. So a lot of times we will do our parents a disservice by giving them too much, way too much, especially because a lot of us are in this generation to where we have a lot more than they had. So we feel like, we want to give our parents everything, and there's nothing wrong with it. If your parents deserve it, they've been there for you, they treat you with respect, they're not taking advantage of you, then I say do it because they do deserve it. But the Bible says that, look, I'm saying Bible because y'all know there's some truth in there. Now, don't throw the whole Bible out. But it's true when it says that a good man and a good woman, I'm going to say a good woman too, leaves an inheritance for their children's children's children. All right? That means that they did something in their life that made your life better, your children's life better, and even your grandchildren's life better. That's a good parent. If your parent did not do that, then 9 times out of 10, we are in the generation of the curse breakers, meaning that we're the ones that are going to be doing this. We're going to be the one that is going to release our family from these karmic cycles of debt, basically, karmic debt. So if your parent did not do that, now the responsibility falls on you. So if you're the one picking up the torch in your family and spirit is calling you forward to do things differently, to live differently, eat differently, be differently, think differently, be in this love vibration, then you're doing a lot for your family. You're doing more than you ever could do with your money. You're doing more than you ever could do with your time. You're doing more for your family than you can even imagine by being a better person, deciding to connect to spirit, being the greatest version of you, because not only are you going to change your life, but you're going to change your children's life, you're going to change the community, and it's going to ultimately change the world. If our parents are deciding to be the way that they are, and we decide that we want to go in and carry their burden, we want to go in and save them, then what spirit will do is let all of the pressure come down on you. So this is how you know that you need to let go. I'm not telling you to let go, but this is how I'm telling you that you need to let go. It's unbearable. It's hard for you. It's challenging, mentally draining you for you to hold on to the responsibility of others. This is how you know it's time for you to let go. Now, you don't have to, because remember, we have free will. But what I'll tell you is that if you don't let go, then you're going to carry the burden of yourself, and you're going to carry the burdens of your parents and whoever else weight you put on you. Okay? It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. And I'm letting you know that you deserve better. You deserve better. And there is a part of you that will be healed. And I'm going to say it's going to be healed, because maybe you're not there at that point where you feel like you're ready to detach. But when you get to the point to where you are choosing yourself unapologetically, then you are going to release these relationships that are bringing you down. Because like I told you, when it comes to spiritual growth and evolution, you cannot bring other people up with you. Not your husband, not your wife, not your mother, your father, not your children, nobody. This is a one-on-one connection between you and God, your source and creator. That's it. And one thing I'll tell you about spirit, you will be required to let go of just about everything that you love. I'm telling you the truth. The more you go down this path, the more you will shed, the more you will let go of, and your energy becomes lighter. And that's the point. Because how can you evolve and be this free spirit if you're heavy and burdened and weighed down with all of the pressure and stress of everybody else? It doesn't work like that. Some of our parents are very much toxic, and we know it. Okay? We know it. They have been the same way for a long time. And then you try to tell them things differently, they don't want to do it. You try to help them, you try to, do whatever you can to help them to understand things the way that you do and, pull them along, and they continue to be the same way that they are. Most of our parents are trapped in the world system, regardless if it's through religion, a job, or whatever it is that they're doing. They're stuck in their way. And only spirit can free them. But the only way, a lot of times, the parents change when they see the children are making a difference. This is when they change. But if you continue to give to them, they will not change. It's just like, for instance, like I have people in my family that have addictions, right? So it used to be a point to where they could ask me for money or ask me for something. I'd be like, yeah, I got you here. Go ahead, get what you're going to get. I got it. I'll give you a little extra money, knowing that they may go buy something to drink or whatever. But then I got to the point to where I'm like, look, don't ask me for no money when it comes to whatever it is that you want to drink. If you can't support your habit, don't ask me. And I feel the same way about people that I see out on the street. Listen, if you're a drug addict, I'm not giving you no money for no drugs, because I'm not helping you. That's not helping you. Now, I can give you a resource. I can show you a different way. I can help you to clean up, because I've done it myself. So if you want some help cleaning up, I can help you with that. But if you don't want no help cleaning up, don't think I'm about to give you no money for nothing. It don't work like that. And then guess what happens? Either they're going to find another way to get their money for what they want, or they just going to stop asking you completely. Good. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. Don't ask me for nothing that's going to contribute to your downfall. I'm not doing it. And a lot of times with parents, you may have to do that. If you know that they're toxic and they're doing certain things, even with the way that they talk to you, if they are disrespectful to you, if they treat you like you owe them something, like you're less than them, that is disrespectful. Okay? You do not have to be disrespected. If you want to be disrespected, then you can. All right? That's your choice, to allow your parents to disrespect you or make you feel like you're some little kid. But as an adult child, you're not a little kid. And in most cases, a lot of adult children know more than the parents now, or in different ways. You know what I'm saying? Parents know what they know, but we have expounded on that. So we know a lot more because we live in the information age. So we know a lot. But if your parents are still treating you like you're a child and you're a grown up, then you will always have this complex where you feel like, I'm a child. I'm not able to do the things that I want to do. And some of the insecurity that a lot of adult children are dealing with is because of their parents, because their parents constantly make them feel like they're still children. You're not a child. And when you become spiritually connected, you will know your power. And as you continue to grow, you will be able to show people, look, this is who I am. This is who I am. And I want to let you know today that you do not have to deal with abuse. You don't. You do not have to be manipulated. You don't. And a lot of people want to connect to ancestors. I'm not telling you that you should. Do whatever it is that you feel like you need to do on your path. But I will let you know that a lot of ancestors cannot help you if they did not help themselves. If you're trying to connect to energies on the other side that did not accomplish things successfully in their own life, how can they help you? They can't help you. They can't. But a lot of times we want this love, we want this acceptance, and that's how we end up getting, okay, I ain't gonna say what I want to say. But listen, it goes down in the spirit realm. I'm letting you know. If you know, you know. It goes down in the spirit realm. Those spirits can take full advantage of you and your offerings and manipulate you, and you'll feel like, oh, this is my grandmother. Oh, this is my grandfather. These are my family on the other side, because you have this empty void that you want to fill. Meanwhile, they ain't your grandma at all. Ain't nobody in your family. It's a lost soul on the other side that knows that you don't know your power, and they're taking advantage of you. Spirits can do that, and they have the right to do that because you don't know your power. And it's just like in the physical. Anybody that's taking advantage of you is because you don't know your power. And that's the lesson. There's always a lesson. The lesson is to learn your power and to be unapologetic about it. You do not have to deal with disrespect. You don't have to deal with any of those things from anybody. Not unless you feel like you do. And a lot of times we'll say, oh, well, this is my mom. This is my dad. I have to deal with this. Well, you do. You do. But I'm going to tell you, the greatest lesson that we learn in life is detachment. This is how we evolve. How can we ascend if we're always being weighed down? We have to learn to detach. And the more and more you evolve closer to spirit, you become one with spirit. So the only thing that matters is what matters in spirit. Nothing else matters. And there are a lot of people this year that you're going to see go in a direction that you're going to want to save them. You want to help them, but you can't help them because there is a great separation going on. And for many of us, we are being called to separate from our parents because our parents are choosing to live however they want to live. They know what they're being guided to do. They know. I'm not talking about those who can't help but be the way that they are. If they're disabled or something like that, that's different. But there are parents out there that know that it's time for them to shift, and they're not doing it. They're still violent. They're still disrespectful. Some of them are still addicted to drugs. Some of them just completely gave up. They're like, I don't want to do anything, and I'm just going to have my children take care of me. And then some of them will brag. They are so excited about the fact that their children are taking care of them, but that is not the way it's supposed to be. The parents should be taking care of the children. The parents should be a wealth of knowledge and wisdom and resource for the children. It's not supposed to be the opposite. This world has turned upside down, and it's time for us to get back in alignment. And I believe that this generation will change that. We will be those wise elders again, because we need wise elders. We need wisdom from those who have already come before us. But if we are pacifying those who continue to do whatever it is that they want to do and be rebellious against spirit, and living with these nasty, hateful attitudes, living like, the world owes them something. No, it's not flying no more. It's not going. We have to change this, and we will. We will. I love that my children can come to me for wisdom, and not just because I'm talking and telling them things. They can see me transform. They're watching me. They see that I'm not just telling them to do something that I'm not doing. Because I grew up on that motto, you do what I say, not what I do. But children only do what you do. And a lot of us are just repeating cycles of what we've seen our parents do. But who's to say that that was the right way? If that's all you know, then that's all you know. But as you continue to grow and evolve closer to Spirit will reveal to you things about your parents that you don't know. And a lot of our mothers, especially, they chose the man. They may not have known any better at that time, but we do. They chose to follow the man. The man disrespected them, abused them, treated them like trash, had the women out on the street, children out on the street, and everything else. Because guess what? We don't follow the man, women. We follow Spirit. No man can give you your divine assignment. No man can help you to discover your purpose. I don't care what they're saying. I don't care listen, they can talk all this leader stuff if they want to. The man is not your leader. All right? Now, he's definitely the head of the family, but he cannot help you to discover your purpose. And this is the reason why a lot of women are married to men and they go to bed every night feeling like, what am I here for? What is my life about? They don't even know what they're here for on this planet. Then they wake up in the morning, their husband goes off and he does things in the world, and she just stays at home and does nothing. No. Read Proverbs 31. Read Proverbs 31. And when you read Proverbs 31, you will see that the Proverbs 31 woman, she is an entrepreneur. She was in the market buying and selling things, okay? She was creating things. She was waking up early in the morning. She had things to do. She was not just sitting around cooking food and waiting for the children to come home and teaching. No. No. She has a purpose. That is a purpose-driven woman. And women, if we don't want to be like our mothers, those mothers that did not leave us an inheritance, then we're going to have to do something different. And going to work every day is not going to cut it. Because going to work every day is not going to ensure that you leave an inheritance to your children's children. You're going to have to do something different if you want to be a parent that's not toxic. Because it's easy for you to continue and following that trend. If you have toxic parents, it's easy for you to become a toxic parent. Because that's all you know. But I'm telling you, we live in the information age where now you have so many people coming with a boat that's saying, look, get on this boat. Learn about these different things. Learn about these investment tools. Learn about different things. Heal. I mean, you have so many people that are coming across your timeline that are helping you. All we have to do is choose. But if we don't choose, then we're making a choice. Not making a choice is making a choice. So if we decide that we do not want to do anything differently, then we're going to continue to do what has already been done. And this goes for the men too, but this is Divine Feminine Headquarters, so I'm talking to the women. It's time for us to do something different. Our children deserve better mothers. Mothers that are free. Mothers that are not weighed down and burdened with everybody else's responsibility. No. That time is over. All right? And I'm not telling you that you can't love your parents, because I still love my parents. I love them. But I know that my prayers are more powerful than my presence. I don't have to be around them every single day or talk to them every single day. My prayers and my source, our source, the Creator, can do way more for them than I ever could. And I believe that. When you believe in the power of spirit, then you know how the power of spirit moves. Then you can move out the way very easily because you know that it is not by your own hand or desire that you do anything. Everything that you do is because of spirit. Everything that you are is guided by spirit. You see what I'm saying? So when you're spirit led, then you know that the same way that spirit got you together, spirit can get your parents together too. But if you say, no, I'm going to stand in the middle, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, then they will never learn. They will never be able to see themselves. A lot of our parents don't even see the error of their ways because the children are constantly giving them more and more and more, allowing them to be the way that they are, not saying anything. And even, listen, when it comes to like your childhood, many of us have a traumatic story about our childhood. We have to be real about what we experienced. But the parents will make you feel bad and say, oh, don't say that, Then you feel bad for saying something about how you really feel, about the way you grew up. It wasn't right. A lot of us grew up in poverty. That's a curse. That's a blockage. We grew up in that. Now, we've learned to cope with it and deal with it, but the truth is, we didn't ask to be put in that position. We were born into that position. But now is the time for those chains to be removed. And everything spirit allows. So it's not our parents' fault either. They were placed in a situation, their parents were placed in a situation, and it was just a cycle. But that cycle is over now. And the way that we make sure that that cycle is over is by becoming better. And we have to be honest. We have to be truthful with our parents about our experience. We have to be honest and share our experience with each other. We can't walk around acting like we're perfect and, making ourselves up and looking all beautiful and everything. Meanwhile, we have all of this hurt and all these things that we're going through within ourselves. We're not sharing. We need to share what we've been through. We need to know that we're not alone. The only way we're going to get through this is by working together. And your tribe, let me tell you, your tribe is your family. Your tribe is going to be the people that spirit is going to place on your path that are going to understand you. You're not going to have to argue with them. You don't have to fight with them. You don't have to feel like you have to, move a certain way so you don't step on anybody's toes. No, you're a big deal. You are a big energy. You are a big light. And you need to be around other people with a big light. Because if you're not around other people with a big light, they're going to dim your light. And before you know it, your light's going to go out because you're not going to be able to keep up. So I'm here to tell you, you can love your family, do what you can for your family only from the overflow. But if it starts to deplete you, if you start to feel like, I can't do this anymore, then that's when you release them and release every person in your life to Spirit, the God, the creator of all, who is their creator, to take care of them and to take care of you. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hey, cousin. If you're interested in joining our powerful community of women supporting each other through our healing and transformation journey, make sure that you look for the Lighthouse ATL on all social media platforms. YouTube, TikTok, not on Instagram, but Twitter, LinkedIn, everywhere else. Look for the Lighthouse ATL, okay? You do not have to do it on your own. We are done with these solo dolo missions, okay? We're going to work together. We are going to heal together. We're going to cry together. We're going to laugh together. We're going to travel together. Listen, join our level up movement, and I will see you soon. Bye.